guys, welcome back to my channel. How you all doing? Happy weekend. I hope the weekend is going great wherever you are. If this is your first time here, my name is Kachi Benita. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always tuning in. Welcome guys. Welcome. Okay. Having schooled in Nigeria and schooling here in Mauritius, I did my first degree. I did my first degree in Nigeria, yeah, and I came to Mauritius to do my second degree in a UK-based educational system. I have gotten the best of both worlds, let's see. And today I'm going to be talking about what I've noticed in the educational system, just sharing my let's see my experience, the different things that I've noticed based on schooling in Nigeria and schooling here. So sit down, enjoy, relax while I give you guys gist. The first, which I think should be the most obvious, will be the amount of years spent. So I did an engineering degree back home in Nigeria, and I spent 5 years doing that. While here, for Middlesex, the engineering courses are for 3 years, and for University of Mauritius, I think it's for 4 years. But they also do A levels. We don't do A levels in Nigeria. We just do like O levels, and then you enter the university. So by the time you actually add it, though, it kind of adds up, anyways. But generally, there's a shorter amount of years doing. There's like a 1 year difference, let's just say, at least between the amount of years you spend doing the same course here, home, and abroad here. That's if jam did not even jam you at home, or if strike did not jam you, because that 5 years that they said you might not end up being the 5 years of, you know how we do it back home now. So yeah. Turnitin. So here, with the UK-based educational system, we have Turnitin. Turnitin is the site where you get to submit your assignment, coursework, project work, whatever it is that has been given to you. You first submit to Turnitin. Turnitin will be the one to submit it to your lecturer. So basically what Turnitin does is to check for the plagiarism level. Plagiarism just has to do with the amount of similarities in your work and that of another person. So you go to a site, you do a research, you get the research work, for instance. You go to a site, you do your research, and then you copy from the site, and then you don't properly reference that this is where I got it from. Plagiarism will just Turnitin will just highlight that line for you, and tell you the exact place you copied it from, the date, the work, like every single thing. Even when you copy from another person that has submitted to Middlesex, like it has like a repository of every work that has been done. So it checks your plagiarism level, and gives it to you. Okay, 20 below 20% is okay. Below 15% is good. Below 10% is best. And if you can get below 5% or even 0%, it's much more better. Like, wow. That's good. So back home, we are not introduced to Turnitin, though that's for the school where I schooled. I actually I'm Unizik. But I have a lecturer friend who is in Futo, and he says the lecturers actually use Turnitin to check the student work, but the students don't have like access to using Turnitin to first check their work for the amount of plagiarism level before submitting it. But the lecturers actually do that. So you don't want to be copying someone else's work, guys. They'll catch you. And the good thing about Turnitin is also is that you get to submit your work 3 times. So by the time you submit the first one, you see the amount of plagiarism level you have. You can actually paraphrase, do everything again, submit again. If you feel it's still too much, you can submit the third time. But after the third submission, you will not be able to redo your work. So it's always better you have a lower percentage of plagiarism. Exam retake or carryover or receipt. Different strokes for different folks. but we call it resit here. So if you fail a course, you have to rewrite it, which is the resitting or carryover as we call it at home. So back at home, let's say you failed a course in your first semester of your 100 level. Before you write that course, if you want to write that course back again, it has to be in the first semester of your 200 level. That's the rule. But here, if you fail a course, you can resit and you have to rewrite it just before the next section resumes. Let's say like a few months, like a month after the result comes out, you can take the course again. So you don't have to like wait that whole 1 year when you must have forgotten about what you have read and all this kind of stuff before you um take the course again. So that's one difference. Great point. We have a 5 point grade system in Nigeria, but here it's Middlesex is actually a 20 point grade system, with one being the highest and 20 being the lowest. While at home, one is the lowest and five is the highest. But when I actually compared the grading system, it's almost the same because the 1 to 20 is actually 1 to 4 is A, 5 to 8 is B, 9 to 12 is C, and the other one follow themselves like that. So it's almost the same thing. The amount of courses, I noticed that the amount of courses that I did here was like I did like six courses like that. Yeah, 5 courses, 6 courses. So like I noticed that it's less. Even when I checked with the undergraduate courses, it's still not as much as the amount of courses I did back home for my undergraduate level. I was doing like 8, 9, no, I think there was even one time I did 10 or so. Can't remember, but mostly 8 courses. That was what I was doing for my undergraduate degree. Here, the courses are more. You get mostly like 5 or 6. So there's a lower amount of courses when you compare it. Also, using your student account, your email and your password, you get to log into the school system. The Your courses are there for you. The lecture materials, everything that's needed, it's already like everything is just online there. So you go download it and you get ready for the next course. And then when I was preparing for my projects, we had access to IEEE Science Direct, what for the arts, commercial, they got you covered, right? There's a whole like repository. You just need to click and you check and you find your own paper. You download, you use it to do your research and write your assignment or whatever, maybe your project work or what. I use that mostly during my project. Because if, for instance, now if you go to like Google Scholar or IEEE and you want to access their paper, they'll usually ask you to use your university access. So Middlesex had like a university access which we used. Even LinkedIn Learning, yeah, there's a whole lot of goodies that comes with being a student and all of that. You get access to so many things. For the courses, I noticed that almost each course, like it's over 100, right? But to get that over 100, there's like research. Some of them I have research, there's lab, there's coursework, there's assignments, there were even some presentations. Like each course has just had its own combination of different stuff that would just add up to that your 100 marks. So your mark is not like coming from just one place. There's a whole combination, plenty things all added together. You might In a course you might have to do a presentation, do a research work, do an assignment. You might also have to write exams. It's not all the courses. I think like 3 or 4 of my courses had exams. Some just had like some bulky tests that felt like exam. So just different combinations like that though. That's what makes up your 100 marks. Back home it was mostly Some courses had labs, which was actually the same thing. Some courses had labs and exam, while some had test and exam. So yeah, for that one, it's almost the same thing. So I noticed we did not have to pay all those departmental due, faculty due, this one due, that one due. I don't. They added. I guess they added everything into the school fees. So pay the school fees at once. I know they have paid everything. There was no time where they had to ask me to pay for any extra stuff. Thing is, have you paid your school fees? Yes, you paid your school fees. You're fine. And if you if you have not paid your if you have not completed your school fees amount, you'll be on financial hold. And if you're on financial hold, you might not get access to the site to be able to see your result. Especially your result is going to be like withheld until you complete payment of your school fees. That's one other thing. What else? Yeah, the clearance. There was no going, HOD clear, this one clear, lecturer clear. I don't know, we did not have all of those kind of stuff during clearance. The whole thing was, are you going to school? No, then you're good to go. So I just went, signed and collected my result. Oh, that was it. And we did not do graduation now, thanks to COVID. But I don't know if you're supposed to pay when it's time for graduation. I think I'll ask my housemates now if they paid during their own undergraduate um, graduation. But clearance was just go collect your result and sign, finish. Yeah, so thank you guys for staying to the end of my video. Like the video, share, subscribe, share the love. If you have any questions, yeah, put it down in the comment section. I'll be sure to answer you. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so I come your way again, guys. Bye.